Hey y'all, welcome to Energy. All praise to the Most High. Everything is entertainment. User discretion advised. Okay, so everything is entertainment. It literally is. It literally is. And I'm ready. Let's tap in. I'm ready. Because I was trying to think, do I need more entertainment than what I was currently doing? But I'm not sure. I'm unsure. So I'm kind of looking for something here too. Um, there is a free site that you can get your birth chart. Okay, if you don't know what your North Node is, it'll do the North Node calculator for you. Like, it'll show you what your North Node is. And if you want to know your South Node, it's just the opposite of your North Node. The South Node is good because it helps you to understand kind of what energy you've been operating, what zodiac sign you typically have been operating under, or like how you're kind of perceived by the outside world, regardless of what your sun sign is. Um, it's like what life kind of turned you into. But your North Node is who you truly want to be outside of all of the conquering and outside of what you consider to be necessity. What is your, I guess, like your true desire and potential? It's about walking in your purpose. Like, okay. So it would be your iconic era for your life, you know? It's like the most well-rounded version of all of who you are. Okay. So, let's get into it. I'm going to do a drive-by by these North Node energies. I'm going to read the North Node frequency, and if that is your North Node sign, whichever one I'm on, what you want to look for is how does that align with your life currently? Because if it doesn't, then it means you're operating outside of your North Node, and that could be temporary. There could be a need to fix or adjust something, or it's just fun to see how close you are to like embodying your actual truth or walking in your true purpose, or how close you're getting to this like iconic era of just being. Like, everybody just loves you because you're just being who you really are. Okay, so I'm excited for this read. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I am. I forgot my water, so I'll probably have to take a break to get that, but that'll be fine. Let's go ahead. It's going to be brief for each sign because I'm going to try to get everybody done in this one. All right, Aries, let's look at your North Node energy for Aries North Node. What's going on with Aries North Node? That card came out fast. Page of Swords in reverse. You're not really concerned about anybody else but yourself. And that could actually be good for you. You could have the tendency to get overly scatterbrained when you try to like think about what everybody would want from you, what's going to make everybody happy. But when you're able to just focus on yourself, you know, you could be a lot more self-sacrificing than you even think that you are. So maybe you have fear of being selfish and only considering what you want to do because you feel like others will be left on the wayside, but that's not a factor for you. And that's something you need to embrace about your truth, about your North Node. That's not who you are. So typically you're somebody who could be so overly concerned with other people's needs that not only do you not have the energy to fulfill everybody's needs, but you can't even fulfill your own. So yeah, there's something about that where I feel like you are retracting that and doing this differently. Oh yeah, and we're in Aries. Oh, that's a fucking fact. My daddy will attest to that. Okay, I don't care. People could call him as selfish as they fucking wanted to, but you will not change that man. You will not change that man. No, sir. No, sirree. He is going to take care of himself. He's going to put himself first. And it came from a lot of years of experience and understanding that typically that is what everybody is doing. I don't care how much they seem like they're all for you. They are literally worried about themselves and trying to serve themselves. So if you don't do that, a lot of times you will find yourself not surviving. Okay. All right. This is like particularly mentally. Um, And your North Node energy, though, I feel like you already are conquering that. That's what I was saying. Just less attention on where everybody else is at, what everyone else is thinking about you, what everyone else is wanting from you. And this is a release of resistance, or like the need to feel like you need to compete. So that is people do want to compete with you just naturally. Anybody who just feels comfortable in their own skin doing whatever they want to do with little care to how it's affecting you, um, if they're not in victimization mode, then they will likely want to compete with that, because um, you're doing something that's creating a better outcome for you. And people just, I don't know, they gravitate toward competitive energy there. If you have people who are in victimization mode, then they are likely judging you. But you're not aware of it. Like, they're judging you, and they have all these feelings and things about you choosing yourself, but you don't hear them, or you don't care, or you just aren't, like I'm saying, you're not aware, because that's not something you would definitely be looking for. Right now, you could actually be experiencing like a drought in your love life, or even in certain connections. And the reason for that likely is because you are putting yourself first. So it's going to take a second, kind of like your life has to recalibrate. People who embrace this authenticity in you, it's like you need a shift. There has to be a turnover, almost like a change in, I'm thinking of your life like a movie, not even a movie, like a show. And there's like an intermission. You're in this intermission phase where there's a changeover. They call it at work, like they'll say, oh, sorry, give us a second, we're having a shift change, right? So this is like a cast change, a shift change. So there are new people that will come along with this new authenticity. They'll be able to embrace who you are truly meant to be. Not everybody who was used to you being who you were is going to be happy about who you're choosing to be. So there could be some people who have disconnected themselves from you, or you have disconnected yourselves from them, or life has naturally caused a intervention or a division here. And it could be temporary, but the reason is because there's a lot of tempering that needs to happen. But it's like it's setting you free. Otherwise, you will be held in captivity to your self node energy, and likely whatever inauthenticity that you no longer want to embrace, because they can't accept these changes. They can't accept the new. So all they're going to do is try to create a warfare, a struggle, a tension. Like I said, there's a rivalry, or there's a opposite viewpoint that's always present when these people are in your life. So you will feel disconnected, or you probably feel disconnected right now, but if you feel disconnected from others, you likely feel extremely connected to self. And that's a very powerful, grounding, and like solidifying type of energy. So you probably feel good either way. It's nice when you connect with other people, but God, is it wonderful to truly connect with yourself. So just kind of embrace the changes. And that's what I feel like you're doing. Yes, the King of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. You are. It also feels like you're very comfortable in this energy, or you're getting comfortable. So maybe you've been working on your North Node, or moving towards your North Node for quite some time now. You could be like in your mid-30s to like your late 50s. That's usually the changeover between your South Node and North Node. It happens somewhere in between there. So you may, depending on what, how close you are to your mid-30s and how close you are to your late 50s, you're somewhere like, I don't know, you've been working on it. That's what I feel. You've been working on it, or it's just kind of starting to feel natural to you. Life has given you reason to feel very comfortable in this North Node energy. You have some offers coming through too. So like I said, you have offers coming through, honey. They're coming. Your love life specifically, but it could be friendship and family members as well. But it's the Four of Cups with the Knight of Cups. So what you've been getting offered, you may have been receiving offers, or you felt attracted, but it was like a no, you know, it was just like not a good match, you know, almost like repelling. And that's why, because you were in the middle of this changeover. So some people were coming for who you used to be, and they would have stunted your growth and your authenticity. So they were pushed back. But you have other offers coming through. All right, let's see. North Node and Taurus. Okay, I guess we'll stick to tarot. I'll just move between these two decks that I just used according to, I don't know, how my hands move. Taurus, what's going on in your North Node energy? The High Priestess in reverse. You are not diving deeply into things that you're picking up on intuitively. So there's hidden information that you could find. There are certain people or certain situations that you don't trust, or they cause you reason for confusion, or they kind of like trigger you. This could be a person too. It could be a person, it could be a situation. There's something in your mind that calls out, it rattles, it wants your attention, right? It wants your focus. And what you know about it is just surface level. Like you barely have scratched the surface of it. You really don't know what there is there. But I feel as if you are actually comfortable in this energy. You don't really know what's behind the scene. You don't really know what's in between the lines. You don't know all of the details, but that's actually, it feels good for you. It feels good not to know the details. Something about letting go of this deep, yeah, you know what? This is Taurus. North Node and Taurus. Your opposite is Scorpio. So it's deeply emotional and deep diving, and you know, you slay. You slay, and you can't slay unless you know what the hell is going on. And that's why we have this High Priest or High Priestess energy, which would push you into warfare mode, but it seems like you're not in warfare. You're out of that. You're out of warfare, and that's because you are choosing to care less about the things that life is not naturally giving you more awareness of. Almost like trusting. It's like a lack of trust and your desire to, like, you may be attracted to certain things based upon fear or based upon your self-know, your inauthenticity. It's not really your truth. You don't really care as much as you feel like you do. So there's some aspect of you staying away from certain subjects or certain people, because if you were supposed to know more, you would, especially with the High Priestess energy. You would. That's even if it's like something that is triggering or scary. The reason is because this is Taurus energy. So your North Node, you are actually, like, your instincts, your primal instincts are heightened. You can feel danger a mile away. You can smell it. You can feel it. Every fiber in your being. Something will not allow you to move or to let go of an issue if there really is an issue that you need to discover. So this kind of I don't care that you could be feeling, it feels like you're getting comfortable there, but if you're not, you should be. You should be. That High Priestess is like, you got eyes in the back of your neck. Ten of Wands. And you're saying no. You're saying no to people who are used to being able to feed off of you. And that's because you could have been in your South Node. So maybe you are pretty new to moving into your North Node energy. But you have, what do they call it? Psychic vampirism. You have people that feed off of your energy by pretty much just driving by and dropping off all of their shit at your fucking door. And that's because you're really, like, good at the heavy lifting. It's easy for you to do. It doesn't seem to cause you much of an issue. And you may have people who are just entitled to you doing this heavy lifting and work for them. You make it look easy, but going Scorpio energy, that's intense, emotional. That is intense. No, that's not easy. Like, fuck you mean? Pay me. It's not easy. I make it look easy, but it's not fucking easy. This is why you don't want to do it. Nobody wants to. So this is you saying no. Somebody wants to like burden you down or exhaust you with, you know, these long conversations about their struggles and things like this, and it's causing you to lose concentration on what you're really like about right now, or what you're thinking about, or what you're focused on, or where you're trying to focus. And so yeah, there's a no. So you are setting up stronger boundaries. You're protecting your energy. You're saying no to emotional manipulation or bullying. And you can see it easily, and you're not being overly concerned, and you're not also not second guessing yourself of if you're doing the right thing or not. Like, was I right to stop that conversation? Was I right to walk away from that? Was I right to change the subject? Was I right to say no? Was I right to ignore my phone? Was I right to leave that alone? You are knowing that you are right, and you are trusting that whatever you felt that caused you to do whatever you did, it was a protection for you, because otherwise you would have been burdened by someone's emotional baggage that was not yours to carry. But you are used to carrying it because you likely have had to deal with very deep emotional things. So now in your North Node, your Taurus energy is more about you feeling comfortable in your body that is free of a lot of these emotional, like these deeply entrenched emotional baggage, this emotional baggage. You're not carrying that around anymore. You could even be like a little more in tune with, like, I don't know if this is like being physically productive or physically active, or like connected to nature, or really connected to yourself, but it's about your physical presence and awareness of the physical body and the material world. And that is grabbing, like, that's grabbing more of your attention and more of your focus, which means that that's likely what you're going to start manifesting more than all of these kind of lackadaisical daydreams. You might see that a lot of the things that you hope, that you wish, that you fear, a lot of what was going on in your emotional world started to manifest on the outside world, and it's because of how much attention you give to it. And for some of you it was chaotic, because a lot of it is manifesting, the best, the worst, all of it. So something about your life feels more grounded now. It's less of fantasy, less of triggering, and more stability. I don't think it's boring either. You could be somebody who works a lot, or you're kind of getting into what you might consider to be like a workaholic energy, but it's actually very fulfilling for you, because you like to pour your effort into things that are practically fulfilling. You know, you have a job to get done, and when you take care of this job, or when you put this work in, or when you take this action, when you put forth this effort, you know that the results of it is something that you get to experience a lot longer than all of the work you put in. And not only that, but you get the added confidence and the added emotional well-being too. And it looks like that is something that you actually could use, which is why you are not like a cooperative component or even up for emotional dumping, because you have been doing your own emotional purging and work. So you are now ready to do the physical work. You actually have the energy to do the physical things, and maybe it's not work, but like I said, it's something that just makes you feel truly, fully in your body. You're alive. You're really alive, and you're in your skin. And there is something that I feel like you're able to accomplish and do when you do not have these outside connections or outside burdening energetically. So you know you're empathetic, and it's not easy for you to listen to a lot of the things that people are going through. Maybe that is something that you used to do. Like I said, it's something that you used to do, but it is work for you, and you are finding more satisfaction in like the work of your own hands, as opposed to the work of your mind and your time emotionally, processing and working through energy. There's something that you are doing physically that is like almost just like a relief for you energetically. It just kind of happens, you know. It's like your payment. You take action physically, and it helps to transmute, turn around, release energy baggage, which naturally clears you up mentally and unburdens you emotionally, so that you actually have more fuel to act and move and do, and, you know, be committed to, or even consistent with the things that you really like want to prioritize, or the things that pay you in life, the things that you get reward for. Sorry about the glare. I feel like I keep trying to show y'all the cards, and from my angle it's just dark. You can't see anything. I don't know if this light is making it worse, better or worse. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, Taurus, North Node. What's going on if you're in your North Node? Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it was quiet or boring, but it doesn't seem like it. It actually seems like you may have more going on. Not more than you can handle though. So maybe just peaceful. Peacefully content with the things that you have to accomplish and do. It may be more than you're able to get to, but what you're able to accomplish feels good to you. You feel good about what you're able to accomplish. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. You feel solid, you feel secure. Again, this I cannot ignore. Yeah, moving from the High Priestess, which I would give that Scorpionic type of energy, to the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which I would give the Taurus energy. And the Queen of Pentacles is the pre-Empress card, or pre-Emperor. You could be. So, I don't know, but it's gonna pay off. Whatever you're doing and wherever you're putting your focus and attention, to things that you're choosing to do on your own, like this, you have a newfound trust in yourself that I think you didn't have before, but it was because it was pretty much being taken away. You were connecting with someone who was insecure and not trustworthy, or not trusting. And it's almost as if that person, you were like swapping energy. So you were not trusting yourself. You could have felt, you know, a little unsure. Okay, but you are detaching from that, and you're pulling your energy back. You're retrieving your energy back. And I feel like it's coming back with benefit, great benefit, because it's adding to you getting where you need to be. The Emperor and the Empress, that's the North Node that we all aspire to get to. In whatever sign you are, whatever your North Node sign is, you want to reach the Emperor or the Empress. Okay. All right, Gemini. What's going on in your North Node energy? I'm sorry if that one, I don't know if I gave advice or anything. I'm not trying to give advice on these. I don't think that it needs it. I think that advice on the North Node reading would be redundant. So I don't know. Something about that. So I heard something that sounded like advice, but whatever. All right, Spirit. I just want the energy. I want to be able to play it back and see myself where I'm at. All right, let's go. This is Gemini. Lack of teamwork, trouble in collaboration, lack of cohesion, conflict, poor motivation, lack of commitment. This is Gemini. Oh, okay. You're becoming like flighty, non-committal, not overly concerned or overwhelmed by things that you know you need to do, or things that are laid out for you, things that people expect you to do. You could be flippant about it, or just you're not absorbing a lot of what is this word? Expectation. Yeah, you're not absorbing the expectation of others. We have giving up, I'm sorry, 9 of Wands in reverse. giving up, stubbornness, refusing to compromise, lack of trust, struggle, overwhelm, paranoia, defensiveness, and inner resources. So you're preserving your inner resources. You're not giving in to warfare. You're not okay, I was gonna say competing, but you're not being baited into competition. This is like a triggering card, the Nine of Wands. Someone wants you to step outside of your comfort zone, or they want to pull you outside of your house. They want to drag you out into the streets where you feel lost and cold and it's dark and you don't know what the hell is going on. Like somebody's trying to move you or get you to operate outside of your truth, and they are not getting the result that they want from you at all. It's not happening. Instead, you are like standing your ground, but in such a lackadaisical and kind of free-flowing way. Like you could care less, but you're standing on it. Whatever you do care about, you're standing on it. But what others may want you to care about, you could care less. It's a lot of pouring into yourself and protecting your inner resources. So maybe you feel like you're under attack. You feel like people want more from you than you're willing to give, and you are not bending or yielding, refusing to compromise. Especially if the trust is not there, or if you struggle to try to understand their side of things. You're not pushing yourself or forcing yourself to entertain ideas or even to take into account opposing viewpoints, like opposition. You're refusing opposition. You're refusing indecision. You could actually be seen that way, as indecisive and non-committal, but that is not really your truth. It's just, if it's okay, like I was talking about before, you are getting more to, it's a yes or a no, it's a hell yes or a hell no, and if it's a maybe, well, any way it goes, que sera, sera, whatever will be, akuna matata. Like you literally could care less. Live and let live, live free, be free, whatever, something like that. You're embracing this freedom energy. Yes, I cannot make it up. Eight of Swords in reverse. You're embracing this freedom energy. Freedom from overthinking. Freedom from being stuck in your mind. Freedom from feeling like you can't move or can't do because of these emotional ties around you. Oh my God. What About Bob? If you haven't seen that movie, just watch that movie. What About Bob? That's my favorite movie, and just whatever. I'm still giving advice, but that movie saved my life. It's so funny, but it's so real on so many levels, and I don't know. Just watch it. But there's this point where he's talking about this therapy, and he's saying the doctor death therapy. I don't want to give away the movie for people who haven't seen it. It's an old movie, but it's so funny. And anyway, he talks about like, yeah, I had to get through all of these emotional knots and break myself free. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with you, is that you could have been knotted up, or you felt blocked and stopped. You felt like you didn't know which way to go or how to move, because there were so many like emotional ties. And for you, this could actually be like, you're making decisions, you're making moves right now. Your mind is strategizing. So most of this is, maybe it wasn't emotional for you. It actually could have been like a mental breakthrough, right? Getting through the knots in your mind. The Chariot, you're going with the flow, trusting your intuition, feeling like you know what to do. And what feels good to you is likely going to pay off for you. We have the Six of Pentacles, should pay off very well. Your choices or decisions, they seem like they're really good right now. You are letting go of things. You're like letting go, or even backing down in some area. You're backing away from conflict, and you're finding a way to just live with it, be aware of it, live with it, but not allow it to stop you or keep you from moving forward, or keep you from, again, moving in your truth, doing what you feel called to do, living or walking your purpose. Okay. You also could be more free-flowing with your words. You're saying what you need to say, what you want to say. And again, You're not you're not bending, yielding, tying yourself up, suppressing yourself, holding yourself back for anyone. You're like, yeah, this is like really walking in your truth. um 7 of Wands in reverse. So this almost turns you into I don't know, you could be perceived as in your villain era, really, with all these reversals. But the Chariot's in the upright. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to. Your heart is pure and your heart is guiding you. It doesn't seem like it though. That's what people are feeling. That's why I said you're like in your villain era. The 10 of Cups in reverse. Oh, I'm trying to tell you. 10 of Cups in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse. You're open, but people don't want to come in. They're afraid that their wishes won't be fulfilled. They're afraid that you won't be willing to compromise or meet them. They're afraid that they're like in a fantasy or something like that, or that something about what they want with you or something about what they're feeling here is not actually going to be your truth, or is not going to be where you are, or this is not how you're going to be feeling. But you are open. What's the 10 of Cups reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse? Okay. You're open, but you're moving around. You're open, but you're moving around. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Codependencies. You're moving around codependencies, or you're being guided naturally around codependencies. Maybe it could be situations where you could have the tendency to be codependent, or someone else could be guided to be codependent with you. But you're being like, your soul is guiding you out of these situations or helping you to avoid them. Okay. All right. Cancer. And then I gotta get my, well, no, I'll go to Virgo and I gotta get my, who am I kidding? What time is it? 9. I'm going to get water after Cancer. We're going to stop on Virgo, pick up the North Node energy tomorrow, and do Libra through Pisces. Don't judge me. All this North Node energy is changing my decision-making process. Okay, so we got the 9 of Cups in reverse. Who is this? Cancer? You're a North Node. Okay, you're a North Node right now. Oh, yeah. Knight of Wands in reverse. It may not be easy. This is like a correction course. So, you know, a lot of times there is divine intervention or situations in life that shore us up. Like we have no choice but to snap into our authenticity. So in the beginning, your North Node energy is outside of your comfort zone. The South Node, that's why a lot of people get stuck in South Node. They never ascend, and they never truly walk in their purpose or live the life that they were meant to, or just enjoy the life that they were meant to. And it's because they can't let go of the comfort zone. So there could be something here that is shaking things up or forcing you into these emotional moods, or even causing you to move and do things that are not part of your comfort zone energy. So I don't feel like you actually feel like you're in your North Node, but you very well could be. Okay, like whatever it is that you're feeling and experiencing here, if this is the 9 of Cups, is like, I'm not getting what I want. My wishes are not being granted. All of my dreams are not coming true. And I just feel like I want to do something reckless, or I just don't want to care, or I'm already there and I'm just kind of moving according to what I feel. So this could be new for you. This could be, it could seem erratic and reckless to you. I don't think that that's the way it's being perceived by others, but I do believe like you are seeing this way yourself. And you could also be discontent with the fact that things are not naturally happening in a way that you would be satisfied. Like you don't actually want to take these impulsive. That's really what this Knight of Wands in reverse energy is. You don't want to be impulsive. You don't want to shake things up. You don't want to have to move and push yourself. You know, the Knight of Wands in reverse is almost like you're having to stand your ground, push yourself, or force yourself. It's a forceful, fast, quick paced, kind of like spur of the moment, or you have no other choice. Life is calling you into this energy. But it may feel chaotic to you. That's what I feel. But this is good for you. This is good for you. This is like the storm before the calm. So something is about to get better, but you've got to take action, or you've got to move before you get there. You could also be feeling indecisive for that very reason, just because you're wanting to overthink things. You're not used to this type of energy, or maybe if you followed this energy in the past, it did not lead to what you were hoping for. But this is different because the way that you're doing it, the way that you're operating, you're in your truth, you're in your authenticity, which means you have to have a favorable outcome. You're not just going to get the Nine of Cups. You probably already have the Nine of Cups, but you're fucking it up because you're overthinking the things that, the inspiration, the guidance, the things that are happening that you're being called to do. It's not your normal way of moving or doing things. So you're second guessing it. You're causing the wobble effect, but there really is no wobble. In fact, you're kind of like skipping. Like I said, the Nine of Cups is here, which means there is actually a lot of room for fulfillment if you were able to be accepting of whatever this Knight of Wands in reverse energy is. This passion, or maybe passion to the point that it's making you want to move. You have to take action. You have to go towards your dreams. You have to move closer towards the things that you want. You have to take action. You feel like you're being pushed to, and without a lot of time to ruminate about it before you do. And so you're creating the wobble. But if you were to just accept that that action, or that energy is with you because you asked for it, this is like really what you were looking for. So maybe you asked for more. You asked for things to get shaken up. Maybe you were bored. You asked for more. You asked for something exciting. It may not look like what you were actually looking for originally, but the Ten of Cups is present. So it has to be. It has to be. The Ten of Cups is abundance. It's happiness. It's a daydream being fulfilled. It's like heaven on earth. It's making heaven real. This could have to do with your love life. This could have to do with family, a relationship. This could be your relationship with your children or with kids. This could even be like healing something in your family, your inner child. This is bringing joyfulness, happiness into your life. But I feel like you are undecided of if this is like right, or if this is actually what's taking place. What's this card? Strength in reverse. Yeah, you're just scared. You're scared. You're scared, and you have a little bit of disbelief. You could be afraid that there's something outside of you that is pushing you or calling you to do these new things, and you are like second guessing, or you don't trust it. It feels like it's coming from outside. I think you're in your head too much, but let's pull on the Two of Pentacles. It feels like it's coming from outside. The wobble. I don't think it's coming from you. I think that, I don't know. Let's see. What's the what's the Two of Pentacles? It said cowardice. You're afraid. Only thing you could be afraid of is that this isn't the right decision. This isn't the right move, and it's not going to work out for you. But again, another card of you cannot lose. It's the fucking Emperor. Oh my goodness. But maybe that's because there's a lot on the line. And if this has to do with your family, then likely you take this very seriously. So it's actually normal that you are, I'm not even going to say you're in your head about it, because you aren't stuck. You're just like on the fence. You maybe have made a decision. You're like 99% sure. And you're going to wait for that other percent before you actually take action. That's what I'm getting. Okay, wise. It's wise. What's the Two of Pentacles and the Emperor? Yeah, Four of Wands. It's wise. You're stable. Stable. Man, you could make a false move from this energy that you're in if you wanted to. You can't lose. Anything that you choose to do, you could go on either side of this. You could choose not to do this or to do this, and it would still work out the same for you. That's how solid you are right now. This is who? Cancer, the Emperor, and the Four of Wands. This has to do with family. This has to do with passion. This could be a twin flame journey. This could be just you building, creating, or deciding what you want for your life. What will make you fulfilled in your home life or your home or your family life? What is going to be the best decision for you? You're making something, there's a major decision or a major breakthrough or something that you're thinking about here, and you can't get it wrong. I'm telling you, you can't get it wrong. The Ten of Cups is the outcome. I don't care if you feel, this Nine of Cups is not real. That's what's not real. That's a figment of your imagination. It's your perception. You're going to see. Right now, the Nine of Cups, this is not what's real, but this is what you want to, it's like you almost want it to be not real. The Ten of Cups, oh no, it doesn't. No, this is, no. No, it never happens like that for me. I never. But you've never been who you're being, so you certainly will. I can't even say that you will if, because there is no if. You've accomplished something, or you've gotten yourself so comfortable in your North Node energy. You are actually more comfortable in your North Node energy than you realize. You just still are a little unsure of this next step, and I think it's just because of the subject of it. Okay, so maybe it's like a leap of faith. That's kind of what it feels like, but you're so solid beneath the scenes that it's really not a leap. The leap is usually, you'll see the person walking to the edge of a cliff. You know where you fall? The Emperor and the Four of Wands. There is no fall for you, so I can't even say it's a leap of faith. It's like a little skip that you're making to the other side, like a little, it's a hop, one little bunny hop. Get out of here. I don't know what this is, but yeah, I don't know. Who is that? That was Cancer? Yeah, it's a bunny hop. That's a bunny hop. That ain't no big leap. It's not a big leap. It's not at all. Okay. Oh, I said, let me get my water. Be right back. And then we'll do Leo and Virgo. All right, let's see. Leo, North Node and Leo. North Node and Leo. Oh, this water is so good. It feel like I haven't had water all day. That's not true. But I definitely haven't been drinking as much as I usually do. Okay. Okay, Leo. North Node and Leo. The Seven of Swords, you little sneaky thing. Or you keeping something to yourself, or I don't know what you're doing with the Seven of Swords. You're not being honest about something, or you're not sharing. You could be withholding information. Excuse me. You could be withholding information which someone could feel means that you're being dishonest, or that you're engaged in something bad, or something that, I don't know. They're like, you may have people side-eyeing you, experiencing trust issues with you, and it's just because you're not very transparent. What's going on with North Node Leo? Ten of Wands in reverse. It's too much responsibility. Okay, maybe you felt like like it's a responsibility that you don't feel you should have. You don't feel like it's your place or your job. You don't feel like you need to. So whatever you're hiding, whatever you're keeping to yourself, you don't care about what this is breaking down as a result of it. There's something that's breaking down because you're not pouring into it, or because you're not um I feel like this is self-expression. Oh my goodness. But the Six of Wands, you are feeling good like a Leo should. This is a Leo card and it's the Six of Wands. You're having a successful outcome. You feel supported, guided, revered, or seen, respected, possibly, for who you are, how you're choosing to move, or what you're choosing to do. You could have followers, or I don't know. You might feel like people are gravitating toward you. People want to see you. Again, you could be moving into your iconic era in your North Node, like I was talking about in the beginning. The Six of Wands is about fame. Or people remember you. People remember your name. People, you have a legacy already. Like, places that you haven't been, or people that you haven't seen in a while, they're still thinking about you, or, you know. And everybody possibly could be wanting more from you. And this is why you actually have more attention on you, because you aren't being as transparent. And there are more questions, or there is less that you are exposing here. Okay, and that North Node. Leo, ooh, the Emperor. Six of Wands and the Emperor. You feel very accomplished. You feel stable. You feel secure. You feel in control of your life. You could be really proud of your practicality given the things that you've experienced. And you could actually be feeling very powerful, very disciplined, and very focused. And I feel like what you've accomplished is giving you like this seat of authority, or even this confidence, that the Emperor holds. Like I said, this is the second sign that had that in their reading. Cancer had was it the Empress or the Emperor? The Emperor, right? Okay. And then Taurus had the Empress. Nice. So yeah, like I said, this is what you attain to be. So somebody is very comfortable in this North Node energy. You are where you're supposed to be. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You feel really good about that. And you may also be seeing that reflected to you, like what you're feeling about yourself. There are onlookers who are feeling the same way about you, or possibly about themselves too, but that's why they're gravitating towards you. So you're getting attention. And it doesn't feel like attention. You're not seeking it. Okay, tell me about Leo, North Node. Tell me about the Emperor. I mean, you know what? Let me see about this 7 of 1. Yeah, again, it's just, that's all it is. It's not like you're not being dishonest or lying. I mean, it's your North Node energy. Not saying that there will never come a time where you will have to lie or not tell the truth, but this is mostly withholding the truth. So it could be perceived as you're not giving the full and total truth, but it's only because you're not offering information. The Six of Pentacles is in reverse. Doesn't mean you're not giving any information. It just means that you could be discerning with what you are offering, or maybe you're being seen as stingy with what you're offering, like it's not enough. Six of Pentacles in reverse is you're not being generous with it, and maybe this is something that you used to be generous with. Ooh. Okay, Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles wanted to come out as I was looking at this. Oh, you're going through a villain era too, but your villain era is, I mean, It looks really good on you. It's grabbing a lot of attention. And again, it's giving you this iconic air. For some of you, that's, if your North Node is in Leo, yeah, you probably are destined to, like, for fame. Like, literally, I don't know. Today, it doesn't have to be Hollywood. It could be going viral. Okay, but this is like a claim to fame that actually, oh, I just put up, oh, I love Grandma Holly. It's a joke, but she was yelling because she always say on her platform when she answering questions and stuff, she'd be like, I just never thought that one day, and she'd be so genuine about it, but it's hilarious because it's not, you're not quite there, but I get it. I get what you're feeling. But she'd be like, I never dreamed one day that I would be pretty much like right and, with Oprah. And it's like, wait a minute, Holly, you still in the hood. You not Oprah, but I get it though, because people love her. And she passed on, but her like memory still is living on. I'm addicted to her. Like, I'd be like, Leo, let's watch Grandma Holly. We love her. She's hilarious. She passed away. I think she was like 97 when she passed away. But anyway, it's something like that. So, when I say fame, you can take it however you want to. But like I said, people know you, people respect you. They may not know you, but when they see you, they want to know you, or they feel like you're probably somebody they should know, or they may even question whether or not you actually are a celebrity just because of your energy, the way that you carry yourself. Okay, yeah. The Emperor, this is drip. Really, this is drip. People are eating it up. Eating it up. So you are given something. You could be given nothing but energy. That's an invincible quality. I would expect nothing less from a Leo North Node. Like, Leos get a bad rap, but really everybody loves everything that a Leo stands for. It's just that it's like, well, how much of it is really real with the Leo? Because it's a lot of ego involved in Leo typically. But when your North Node is in Leo, yeah, no, that's your truth. I mean, what do you want? That's who you came here to be. You came here to rule. You came here to be a boss. That's really almost any North Node, but especially for Leo. So you have Seven of Swords in reverse, and you have the Three of Pentacles. This is working for you. You may be withholding information from someone in particular. The Seven of Swords is in reverse. You may have been more expressive with someone, but it was breaking down another connection. So now you're prioritizing another connection over the other. So you may not be exposing certain things in order to protect a connection that is actually cooperatively working with you, as opposed to a connection which is like stingy or breadcrumbing you. So yeah, it was what I was talking about in the beginning, that you're moving into your North Node will cause your loyalties to shift too, because you're going to want to be loyal to the people who are loyal to the new you, the true you, the North Node you, the most advanced version of you. Nobody wants to abandon their Emperor or Empress energy. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. I don't care if you were a Leo South Node. What the fuck do you mean? Put down my crown for what? For who? Are you fucking kidding me? So I would never expect that would be something that would fly with the North Node. So if that's you, yeah, that it's about right. I'm telling you from a Leo. I'm a sun sign Leo. So yeah, I know. And if that's your North Node, nope, that's all you. That's the truth. If you were not used to a whole lot of attention that you didn't ask for, that's what you're going to be getting. You were destined for it, actually. So yeah, if it doesn't feel comfortable, that's why you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. All right. Last but not least, Virgo. Virgo North Node. That's crazy. This reading was supposed to be quick. I only did half of the zodiac sign, and look at us. Look at the time. Still about to go for 60 minutes. It's still an hour. Not not really irritated. It's just that I probably wouldn't have started this till tomorrow if I would have known it was going to go for an hour. But whatever. We at the end of it now. I cannot believe I was talking for an hour. Get out of here. I must have been quiet for like 3 hours. Because it feels like I've been talking for about 15 minutes. Virgo. Stuck in the past, lacking playfulness, independence, boredom, maturity, self-sufficiency. Oh, this is nice. This is actually you. So your North Node is in Virgo. So you're doing more practical things, or you're making more practical use of your time. And this probably seems boring or lame to you, really. But it's actually a sign of maturity. And your boredom could easily be turned into self-sufficiency, or like a time period to kind of prepare for more. I feel like if this is your North Node energy, you're not seeing it as being bored, but you probably would have perceived it to be that way at one point in time. Whatever you're doing, whatever is fulfilling you and giving you all the good vibes, what used to fulfill you, this is specifically too in like relation to home environment with the Six of Cups. Whatever you were used to, that's not what you're really used to now. You like something different, and I feel like it's milder, it's more tamed, it's quieter, possibly more chill or relaxed, cozy, comfy, maybe even slow a little bit, like relaxed. This is probably what you're feeling right now, is like you've been here before, or you've done this before, or you know where this feeling comes from. If it does feel welcoming and warm to you, even though it's not really what you're used to. It feels good to you, but it's like, okay, like putting on new shoes for the first time, and it's like, yeah, I've had these shoes before, and I know that they typically do feel comfortable. They just feel a little weird right now. I'm just not used to wearing them like that. So something is, it feels like it's where it's supposed to be at. It's just like, I don't know. If you're out of practice, or if you haven't been in your North Node for a while, maybe you had to take a journey. When we go through dark nights of the soul, or spiritual journeys and things like that, you know, or hermit energy, where we need to self-reflect and deep dive into our feelings and into the darkness and all of that. When we come back to our North Node, or our authenticity, sometimes it's like your eyes are opening for the first time, and you're like, yeah, okay, this feels right, this seems right, but it's just weird. So you might just feel a little weird. I don't know. You feel weird, but it's peaceful. It's, yeah, something is very peaceful, still. Maybe this is your energy internally. You're not like you typically would be during this time period. There's this stillness that you have. There's this peace. These are qualities that you have. Peace. And you're avoiding conflict and moving into solutions. So there could be something, yeah, I'm getting, you just went through something, or you were just deeply entrenched in something, or involved in something, or I don't know. Something was heavy on your mind, and now it's like you're just popping right out of it as if it never existed in the first place. Knight of Wands. Something was not a struggle for you. It wasn't hard for you to figure out. It wasn't hard for you to maneuver your way out of it. It wasn't hard for you to compromise or figure out a way to resolve the dispute, or to figure out a way for it to work for you. It wasn't hard for you to maintain your peace. That's mostly the stillness and whatever it was that you released that was keeping you from feeling like you could be at peace. Like, even that playful energy, is nothing wrong with that, but if you're triggered to be overly playful or overly activated when you don't want to, that's coming from something outside of you, and it could have been disrupting your peace. So it feels like you got your peace back, and you're figuring out how to like maintain that and keep that no matter what is going on around you, outside of you, whatever you're seeing. You know how to regain control of the energy. And I'm hearing specifically in the room. So there could be certain rooms that you're in and people are triggered by your energy, and they're acting out or acting in ways that you are not asking for. And it's almost as if you're able to transmute that energy, which is really nice because it means that you'll never feel uncomfortable in any door you walk into or any room you walk into. I don't care what they're on or what they're doing or what they were saying before you got there. It's all going to change because of the energy in the air. Your energy will be dominating it. So you're in a powerful energy even if you don't feel like it. And I think if you don't feel like it, it's just because you haven't adjusted yet. It's like adjusting to the temperature in the room. Could have been really hot where you were originally, and now the temperature is pretty cool and you just need to acclimate to it, but you can. Yeah, King of Swords, you can. Oh my God. If you are used to like warm, fuzzy, cozy all the time, and now it's like a little airy, chill, cool, or I don't know, you're not getting all of the gushy feelings and all these emotions and stuff like that. You are really cool with that now. You're cool with that now. That's what I was saying. You have this internal peace. It's a different kind of it's a different kind of peace. It's a different kind of feeling good inside. It's coming from more than just like a emotional high. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords, I mean the King of Swords, This is coming from clarity, coming from authenticity, coming from the ability to be yourself in any situation. This is that invincible energy. This is what I was talking about, where you will direct the energy in the room. Your authenticity is the energy in the room. You are like the light. So anything that's moving or operating against that, or anything that's off, that's not authentic, or any like contrast, okay? Contrast, conflict. You see how the Five of Wands is in reverse. It's almost like it can't stick, it can't stay, it has to change. Your light is too bright, and if not, that sword comes down. So this could be the way that you're talking, or just the way that you're moving. It's so loud that it's like people are taking themselves out. They're taking themselves out. Your truth is a reckoning. So you're at peace in your North Node, but you moving into this North Node energy is a reckoning. I mean, you have people really used to something here. The Hierophant. I think I said something like deeply entrenched. And this is religious. So this could actually be people like from a church, or someone you were married to, or that you are married to. The Hierophant. A group. Maybe like a cliquey part of your family, like that part of your family, everybody does the same thing, or everybody moves a certain way, and now you're like doing this new thing, or you're on something new, and they're like, whoa, but they have no choice but to get on board with it. Okay, boss. We don't have the Emperor out, but this King of Swords is literally shining like an emperor. You got Two of Cups and Ten of Cups. This is making out for a very happy family life, or stable romantic connection. I said it could involve marriage, or like someone that you're loyal or committed to. This authenticity, this light that you're standing in, you are literally getting rid of all of their insecurities, all of their worries, all of their fears. You're like cutting through them. You're cutting through it. You're cutting through illusions, confusion. If there's somebody here that you have not been able to really get on the same page with, or truly understand and connect with, it had to do probably with all of those emotions. Even though cozy, good, sweet, loving emotions are always fulfilling, but it can be momentary if it's too much confusion, or if there is not enough clarity, or if there's not enough communication. So you need more than that. And I feel like what you're doing now is kind of rebellious, but it is definitely offering clarity. And it's almost like it's communicating for you. Like I said, things are changing in the room and you don't have to say anything. Okay? Your presence, who you're being, you just being, is enough light to be seen and to be felt and to actually be responded to. Okay? So you're holding people accountable to a certain level of authenticity and truth. And I feel like people are rising to that occasion, or they're feeling like they're getting beheaded by you. And you could not be saying anything. This is who? Virgo. This is Virgo. Whoa. Yeah, something's just out cold. But this is new too. It's new, but I feel like this is exciting energy. It could be fast-paced, fast-moving. It could have happened abruptly. These changes, you know, you really did not foresee it happening this way. But I feel like you were getting very comfortable here. This is outside maybe of your comfort zone. It's a little different than what you're used to, especially in your home, or maybe just in a certain connection, but it's working really well. Page of Wands in reverse. You're not overly concerned or interested in things. Oh my God, you are not overly concerned or interested in things that have nothing to do with you, that are in opposition to you, or people who want to battle or cause a conflict with you. You could care less. You're just being. Look at the last card that came out from a whole nother deck. It's the King of Swords again in the upright. I am telling you, I got to read the King of Swords and then I'm going to let you guys go. But you got the King of Swords twice, and that King of Swords was speaking so loud. Speaking so loud. What's the King of Swords? Ooh. Oh my goodness. What do we need more? Authenticity. Grandma Holla was just talking about, well, you know, she said we need more dicks and pussies. This is what Grandma Holla, this is how she talked. And that's what she said. But when she realized that she had misunderstood the question, she was like, well, I'm just saying, like, just being real man, being the man that they want to be. She was talking about man in general, but this could be a male or female. It's just like somebody is prioritizing authenticity above all things. No fuckery. And you could never let the fuckery get to you. That's a song. Never ever ever never ever ever let the fuckery get to me. I don't know what song that is, but I just heard that. A mature man or woman, could be authoritative, assertive. Yeah. Authority, self-confidence. And so this is how you're showing up physically, even if you are a female. If it's your North Node, excuse me, this reading is kind of centered around the character that you're being, your integrity, how you're being seen. Authority, authoritative, self-confident, even in an uncompromising situation. Yeah, because it says you could have like an uncompromising professionalism. I told you that's like nice and neat. No, you know, we don't have to be sweet, but we are going to be clear and we're going to be upright. And if you don't want to, that's cool, but say goodnight. You're done. And then like that eerie silence like I just had at the end of that. Oh my God. Yeah, like God. Like I'm talking about the Old Testament God. Like, okay, like wrath. I said some people, okay, see, I don't know. The beginning of this era for you could mean karma for a lot of people who never got what they were due from you. People who were used to you always going back into this cozy, cuddly, you know, no, compromising. You're going to compromise your integrity. You're going to compromise your truth. You're going to compromise your authenticity for the sake of somebody else and just keep sacrificing you. They are, oh my God, you probably got people's faces hitting the fucking floor because you're not doing that anymore. The King of Swords and the, whoo, ice cold, ice cold. Good night. This card tends to represent someone in business or the law. I cannot. This reading, whew, I got the ops going crazy. The ops going crazy. The song really say bops, but I always hear cops. Glock on me, baby. Dun 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 dun. I got the cops going crazy or the ops going crazy. Why? That song, you know the music in the background of that song is Ice Ice Baby. I think Vanilla Ice song. Ice Ice Baby. Dun 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 dun. Ice Ice. But you got the ops going crazy. Mentally, they're like, what the fuck is going on? You're also rubbing off on people too. Like, it's not just you. Somebody else connected to you. You're the talk, maybe the talk of the town, or the talk around, I don't know, something. Was this the one I was talking about? Like, this could be it's a group. Five of Wands here. Yeah, you're the talk. You're the center of conversation amongst multiple people. And it could be the conversation about you and also your influence on someone else who is showing up in their truth too. Maybe both of y'all North Node on these motherfuckers. I mean, okay. This card, if I quit getting so excited, this card tends great assistance to the current and on whom they will rely on to solve or help a major difficulty in their lives. I'm telling you, you're helping someone else rise to the occasion and handle something the way that they're supposed to. Oh, baby, somebody keep, oh, they keep it for you. I gotta, assertive, maybe even to the point of being domineering. I cannot make this shit up. I'm getting tired by the confirmation of it. I literally said you're walking in rooms and whatever was going on is going to shift and change. You are dominating the energy in the rooms that you're walking into. You're being domineering without even saying anything or demanding anything. It's just your energy. What are you carrying? An entity? Yeah, God. Is this the reading? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting tired, so I'm forgetting what I said. But I think this is the one I was talking about. If not, it don't matter. It is here too. It's like you better do what you're supposed to, or my God gonna come for you. That's how people feel. That's what they're hearing. That's what they're feeling. This person can nevertheless be cold and remote in their interpersonal relationships, and as a result, they could feel isolated. So I was getting that too, but I was also getting somebody is acclimated to this, or they're feeling comfortable about this. Like maybe it used to feel like, a little isolating, or it used to feel like, man, I really would like to be a little more connected, or I wish that this was a little more, I'm used to this being this way or that way, but I'm getting like, not only are you feeling more comfortable with the way that things are, but somebody else is also like learning from you. They're starting to feel comfortable like this too. And so you could even be mentoring someone and helping someone move into their North Node. Maybe they have the same North Node as you, or similar, or there's some similar value to learning how to disconnect and learning how to create separation and space for clarity, for the protection or the preservation of your authenticity, and really to weed out any energy that could be conflicting or could cause issues. Okay. And particularly too, if this is like a situation, like this could even be like in a relationship or something like that, and it could be like very lusty. Okay, nothing wrong with that, but if you guys are like super passionate and lusty, but that's all you are, then somebody has to kind of like draw the line so that you guys can find your places, your truth. You can get back in your truth, they can get back in their truth, and you can continue to move forward. Otherwise, it could eventually kind of turn into like a destructive course, or you know, like a flare up. Oh, it's so passionate and oh my God, and everything's so wild and crazy and just anything and everything. And oh, I just love you and oh, I'm feeling you or whatever. But then eventually you're going to get tired out, you're going to get burned out, or somebody is going to start to move inauthentically, which just has a bad effect on you and other people too. So it feels like you guys are cooling that down or tempering that out, or you're helping somebody to do that. You're giving them, I feel like you're just a fucking shining example of authenticity. This is Virgo, yeah. Okay. Because Virgos, I just see them as organized, clean. Oh, they're so perfect. You know, perfect. Virgos got everything in order, everything in line. But I'm getting, you may not be a Virgo, but if that's your North Node, you are truly embodying it at this time. Not only are you being seen this way, but you are holding other people too. Better. Oh no, I know you could do better than that. Oh, you got to do better than that. All right, you guys, that's the reading. That's the live. I will see you guys tomorrow to finish off this one. Okay, so you can probably expect this to be uploaded with timestamps sometime tomorrow. And then I will also be going live with the energy for Libra through Pisces. Are you in your North Node, or how close are you in your North Node energy? So I would love to see y'all comments too after the video uploads or whatever. I would love to see, like, if this is, you know, where are you? Do you feel like you're in your North Node energy? Did it help? Did it confirm? Yeah, I'm interested. All right, you guys, that's a live. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.